Alright, so we're starting on the Mustang project here. Picked up a V6 manual transmission 2005 Mustang. It's got a T5, I think that's in it. All that's coming out. V6 is coming out. You got a 2005 5.3 LS iron block going here. We're going to be putting an ASIN AR5 transmission behind it. That's out of the Solstice, or the Saturn Pontiac Solstice. But before we get started on this, we gotta get the LS brought over to the shop. I got a 8.8 rear end to put in it that we just picked up. But in order to move that, we gotta get this guy up and going. Need some new hydraulic lines on the front. These ones are about to break through right there. So we're gonna change those, pick up the engine over there, pick up the rear end out of a truck over there, bring them over here, and get working on them. Alright, so there's been a slight change in plans here. Rear end's still in the truck, didn't get that out. But Instead of the AR5, we're going to be going with the CD009, partially because I couldn't find an AR5 in time, and I ended up going with the CD009 because I think it's a little bit stronger. It's also a 6-speed instead of a 5-speed. The adapter and everything's a little more expensive, but I think in the end it's going to be worth it. So there's the CD009. We got to order the adapter. The engine's on the stand. The rear end's in the truck still, which is not here right now. And the Mustang is over there on the lift. So the goal for today, we're going to pull the engine and transmission out of the Mustang. We'll see how far we get. But let's get going on that. Okay, so we're gonna pull the exhaust off first. Pull the drive shaft out. Start taking off the electrical harness. Looks like we can get to motor mount bolts from up top. And yeah, so we're gonna take the exhaust out. We're gonna take the transmission cross member out and just put a strap on here for now, so that's not holding that. And then take it off the lift and pull the engine out with the hoist. So I decided to just pull the transmission out when we got on the lift. I got the jack here. I'm gonna pull the bell housing bolts, drop it down, then we can get all the wires on top, disconnect the slave cylinder line, and get it out. Got disconnect from the bell housing. We're gonna pull it back here, and it should come free. Making a mess here with the clutch line. But she's out. Gotta block up the engine. I'm gonna unplug everything I can while I'm down here, everything electrical, and we're gonna pull her off the lift, unplug everything on the top, and then pull this engine out of here. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I got ahead and got all of the wiring harness taken off. I got everything labeled because I'm going to try to get everything working in the car with the LS in it. So AC compressor, we're going to need AC compressor, we're going to need crank signal, we're going to need this guy up here, which is starter wire, starter power. So we got all of that taken off, and I also went ahead and started draining the AC system. We got to remove the power steering lines. Once this has no more pressure in it, we're going to remove the AC lines. I got to take off the coolant hoses. And then that should be it. Transmission's out, everything's out. I got one ground strap to take off back here. And then 2 motor mount bolts, one there, one on the other side, and a fuel line. And then after all that, it should come out. So we got the engine lift right there. I'm gonna work on getting that stuff out, then we'll pull the engine out. They're hooked up to the lift here. Started lifting. Gotta get this AC line to go around there. I don't think the other side's come off the motor mount yet. Make sure we're not hitting anything over here. Nope, just didn't come off the motor mount yet. So let's go up a little bit more. Yep, she's coming up. AC line just went in. Go check the back again. We need to slide her forward just a little bit without hitting anything. Preferably. There's that. See, we got lots of space on the front. We'll go up more. Alright, I had to put the camera down because this is a two-hand job, but motor's out. Thing's massive for a V6. Not sure that the LS is much bigger than that anyways. So, should be good. Everything's out. I'm gonna cap these lines for now because I'm gonna stop on this today, clean up a little bit, probably pressure wash this out, degrease everything before we throw the LS in. But yeah, that's where the Mustang sits right now. I'm gonna be putting the engine transmission for sale. They do have high mileage, but everything is working fine, running good, so put them for sale. And yeah, so we're gonna end this video here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next part 2.